Ducklings, truly important for this community. So cool. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. We do what we can. We do what we can. Like, we do, of course, as much casting as possible. We do our talk show. If you're on Reddit, then you know that we post the weekly tournament results. Just because we also noticed that no one was doing it. We noticed that, like, no one posts about, like, weekly results. And as a result, like, yeah, some weird, like, narratives are, like, spun on Reddit. So we're like, you know what? Let's post this to celebrate the players, and of course to post results on the socials. So we started doing that at the start of the year as well. But here we go. We're now getting into our fresh semifinals, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Leylines, we have our blue Terran player. We have our blue Terran. We have representing Team Liquid. It is SKillous. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Alcadia Esports. It is Creator. We also used to have other initiatives as well. We also do the sign-up list. True, we do ! sign-up list in the chats. We do try to update a list of sign-ups for pro players, where all the tournaments are condensed into one area. And we used to regularly post on the unofficial StarCraft Esports Twitter account and on SC2 birthdays on Twitter as well. I say used to just because we've been so busy that we've had less time to to really do that in recent years and in recent times. But we try to. We're just we're just limited in the amount that we can do for StarCraft. But we do what we can. But if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our PvP, into our semis. Let's go. Initially, 2-gate opener out of Creator, likewise 2-gate opener out of SKillous, mirrored builds between our two players. From here, we can then expand, or we can take up. What are we going for? What is the play? For now, Stalker Sentry out of SKillous, Stalker Sentry out of Creator, going for standard follow-ups, standard openings into most likely expansions. Settling in. Here we go. As we have the final block that will delay the expansion, ideally trying to force out some tech first. We do have the slightly faster Nexus for Creator, and slightly later here by SKillous, only by a couple of seconds. But overall mirrored builds, overall standard PvP openers. Hallucination does confirm there's no faster Twilight Council, there's no faster Robo or Stargate. Speaking of, it is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of Creator, likewise Twilight Council out of SKillous, again still mirrored builds. We're like a couple of seconds on or off here and there, but outside of that, we're just mirroring each other. And we'll see when the first player does deviate. At this point, what are we waiting for? Waiting for Forge, waiting for extra gateways, waiting for potentially faster third base. We'll see where our players do deviate. Speaking of faster forge, there it is. Faster forge here from SKillous, rushing into earlier +1. He's gonna be committing here into a more gateway heavy composition with fast +1. Creator does confirm he is aware. Behind this, he can go for a Robo instead. He can go for his own forge, which we would have seen by now. We'll go for an extra gateway. Okay. Third gateway gets placed. And his goal here might be to throw down a fourth gateway, even proxied. Yeah, the probe does move out. If we proxy a fourth gateway, the purpose here... Oh no, he gets found! Oh wow, Creator, he gets called out. I'm pretty sure the plan was to go for a proxy fourth gate, to go for a 2-base 4-gate all-in, and try to break SKillous before +1. But here he's going to be zoned away, going to be forced back. Yeah, the proxy pylon is denied. Hallucination does confirm the gateway. I mean, Creator, he's still moving out, but now he cannot reinforce, and he expands. Yeah, he backs off, he's going to expand instead. So Creator rushing into a third, and SKillous will have that upgrade lead. Okay. Whew, here we go. So SKillous is going to have the greater upgrades here. Creator trying to go for the faster expansion. Proxy gateway across the map. Creator moving in. And now with Blink, he can hallucinate, and he can try to blink straight into the main. He does poke in, confirms no third base, no expansion. He was looking for it. He was hoping there would be. From here, rotates over. Does rotate. And +1 is about to kick in. How many gets? We have 3 gateways here in the main base. We have a proxy 4th gateway, so it's going to be 4. Oh, he gets found! Creator, he does find SKillous. He's aware of the 4-gate setup. And here comes SKillous. He's moving out across the map. Now, he's still expanding behind this, but the goal here is to outtrade, to try to break even the 3rd base of Creator. We'll see if he can. Currently, SKillous does have the Stalker lead. Likewise, has the upgrade advantage as well. +2 has begun, and we'll see if he can break the 3rd. Let's go. Stalker Zoo rotate. 2 poke in. Poke in, they pick up a couple of probes, not bad. 3 probes going to be going down. A better setup here from Creator. Force Field's going to try to zone him away. Almost catch a couple of Stalkers. Again, Creator trying to hold on. The Shield Bodies, they put in a lot of work. The first Immortals on the way for Creator. He needs a little bit more time. Sentry's going to be going down. Gets a Sentry. Oh, gets 2. 2 Sentries go down. Better concave here for SKillous. The Immortal has arrived. With the help of the Immortals, Creator, he should hold. He should be able to hold on. Yeah, just pulling back the army. Boys being pulled. Creator getting a little bit desperate. SKillous shaving off some probes. And remember, behind this, he's probing. Like, he's probing, he's saturating. SKillous +2 is halfway done. He's getting there. Warping in extra Stalkers. Meanwhile, +1 just not finishing up here for Creator. He's evening up the upgrades. Oh, he does go for the dive. Yeah, dives in, takes down the Immortal. Boys are being pulled, and SKillous, he might just have too much. He might have too much here. Another backup Immortal has arrived just in time. Again, this is a tough hold here for Creator. It's a very tough hold. Oh no! Once again, the Immortal is targeted. And again, that was the backbone here of the army. The Immortals, and they're gone. At this point, they're gone. Non-existent. Charge on the way. Still waiting for +2. Almost done. +2 is seconds away. And then Creator is up against the wall, now claiming a 4th base. Ay, ay, ay. SKillous, he rotates. Looking for another way in. Claiming a 4th. Oh, so far Creator, he does keep up. And SKillous, he doesn't check for the 4th. Uh-oh. Doesn't quite check. Here, pulls away with his main army. It does pull away. Charge about to kick in. +2 is done. +3 on the horizon here for SKillous. To +3. SKillous moving out. Likewise, collapsing the army once again, takes down the Immortal. Yeah, breaks through those Zealots. And SKillous, he should overwhelm. He should overwhelm here. I say that Shield Body and the cannon putting in a lot of work, actually. Zealots are going down. Creator, he's holding. Creator, he's barely holding on. Barely forces back SKillous. We're waiting for reinforcements. Zealots have arrived. It's still close. Still very close here. Boys are being pulled. Extra weapons here for SKillous. And with extra Zealots, does he have enough? Barely not. Yeah, barely not. He's down in Stalkers. SKillous, he did miss a warp in. As he's trying to force his way through. Trying to make use of those upgrades. And again, still down in Stalkers. Still has a bank to work with here. And these are warp-ins, these are Stalkers. Takes down the mineral line. But the Immortal arrives. Yeah, the Immortal does arrive. A Creator holds. Creator, he barely holds on. And again, SKillous did miss a warp-in before this. Yeah, Prism goes down. SKillous, he has a bank. He has 1,000 mineral, 700 gas. But did miss a warp in. From here, going to be forced back. Barely not enough to break through. Creator, he holds. And upgrades are even. At least for now, because +3 is about to kick in. SKillous getting to +3, but he bled out so many Stalkers in that fight. He was building up his Stalkers over time. Not anymore. Now working on +1 shields. It's still very tense, still very close. Overall, I do favor Creator's composition. He's got Immortals, he's got Archons, but SKillous also mixing them in as well. He's getting there. But alas, the size of the army still in favor of Creator. As he doesn't move out. SKillous needs a little bit more time here to make use of his economy. Again, he needs those warp ins. He's on how many? He's on 10 gates. Soon to be 11. Okay, from here collapsing the army. Better concave here for SKillous. Better concave, but alas, with the Archons, they put in so much damage to the back line. Yeah, they're mowing the way through. SKillous gonna be forced back. It takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. Again, the size of the army is just not there for SKillous. And these Stalkers and Immortals, they just add so much more DPS for Creator, despite the upgrade disadvantage. And Creator is overwhelming. He's overwhelming. Again, 7 Stalkers to 2. What's else rallying in? Trying to collapse on the Stalkers, not bad. Gets a couple of hits in, but there are just so many Archons here for Creator. Breaks through all the Zealots. And Creator, he should have enough. Yeah, overwhelms the Zealots, gets all the Archons, and SKillous just cannot keep up. Not anymore. We got far too many units over time. The Stalkers, the Archons, the everything. Trying to make a stand. Still very close. Still very close. But that's 2 Immortals. 2 Immortals, that's all that's left. And Creator, he's just had the upgrade, he's had the supply lead for the past, what, 5+ minutes? Ever since the fight here. Ever since this fight, Creator took that supply lead. From here, he shut it down, cleans up all the Immortals, GG gets called, and Creator takes game number 1. Whew, GG. Creator, he does take a lead in the series. Again, he took a very strong fight defensively at his 4th base. If you remember, with his shield battery, with his cannon, and even though at the start of the fight he was down in supply, he was able to actually take a Stalker lead and maintain that lead throughout the course of the game after that fight at his 4th base. Because of that, I mean, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but he was up like 5, 6, 7 Stalkers, and that just adds so much extra DPS when it comes to those main fights, when the Zealots clash, when the Archons clash. Just so much extra DPS there. And with that GG well played. Still a very clutch and very intense game, and I will say that SKillous had the advantage early, but did lose it over time. With that GG, and Creator takes a lead in the series, and we'll see if he can extend that lead and claim the series. We'll see if SKillous can bounce back. So jumping into game 2 on Tokamak. Here we go. Jumping into game 2. So we are getting ready. Again, game 2 is going to be on Tokamak. Tokamak being one of the larger maps in the map pool, one of the more macro-oriented maps, or you could argue a large enough map to hide some proxies, to hide some builds, to hide some pylons. So we'll see if either player is cheeky enough to do so. As we're getting ready for our next game. Likewise, again, Björn versus Geralt is going to be after this series. They're lying in wait in the upper semis. Are lying in wait. Here we go. So just waiting for our players to get ready. We're just waiting. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have our South Korean Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss representing Alkadzia Esports, leading the series 1-0. It is Creator. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Blue Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss representing Team Liquid. The Team Liquid Protoss, it is SKillous. Here we go. Again, a very intense back and forth there in that last game. SKillous able to maintain an upgrade lead throughout the entire game, and did at one point have the lead, have the advantage, but once Creator got his 4th base up and running, once he was able to take a fight with stack defense as well, Creator was able to swing everything in his favor instead. Despite being down in upgrades, he had the larger army he was able to overwhelm, and with that, GG. GG, well played. With that, Creator does take the first game, and we'll see if he can claim the series. We'll see if SKillous can recover. Again, this can go either way. I personally am hoping for an ace match regardless of how this goes. If this goes the way of Creator or SKillous, I'd love to see a game 3, but the pressure is on. The pressure is now on Nikita. So let's go. But now, 2-gate opener out of our Blue Protoss player. Likewise, same with Creator. So 2-gate openers all around. Here we are settling in. Hello. Great minds think alike as both. Oh no, this is gonna be awkward. Wait, does Creator scout from the high ground? Oh no, it does move past. He does move past, but we do go for the proxy pylons right next to each other here within the same screen. Based on Creator's location, this is prime location for a proxy Stargate for an Oracle right into the mineral line. Meanwhile, SKillous, this looks like a proxy. It could be a fake out, or it could be an Oracle as well. Further back though. It is much further back. We'll see if we make use of this pylon. Oh my god, 1 base all in. Let's go. Proxy Robo, 1 base all in here from SKillous. Meanwhile, proxy Stargate, aggressive start out of Creator. Now, who do we favor given the situation? Depending on how things pan out, I do favor SKillous. I say depending. If SKillous is able to confirm what's happening, if he's able to get a safety shield battery in the main base, then 100% I favor SKillous. If SKillous doesn't get a read on what's happening, if he fails to defend his main, if this Oracle pops off, then I'm going to be leaning a little bit more towards Creator. But for the most part, this Stargate, the biggest problem here is that this won't be able to help defend against the all-in that's coming. I mean, can race back home, can set up a stasis trap, I suppose, but that's not the most reliable form of defense. Creator, he's aware that the pylon is missing. Creator, he's searching, he's checking on the left-hand side. Creator, he's scouting for the proxy. SKillous moving out. Immortals on the way. SKillous, he's committing to the all-in. Here comes the Oracle. Meanwhile, nothing in the main. Uh-oh. Yeah, nothing in the main base for SKillous. Creator, he's crazy. He expands. Stalkers have arrived, Immortals rallying in, but again, this Oracle can just eviscerate that mineral line. Oracle headed for the main. Nothing in position, there's no defensive Stalkers. There's no shield battery. Oracle does pop off, Probe's going to be going down. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 probe kills, 0 mining in the main. And here comes the all-in. Can he break through? There's a shield battery. Yeah, it does cancel low ground. No force field. Uh-oh. No force field. He can just walk in. He can walk in. The boys are being pulled. Probe's going to be going down. Shields are triggered. Shields are triggered on the Immortal. But again, there's no warp. There's no sentry. Oh, trying to force his way in. That's going to be 9 probes. Oh my god, 10 probes. 10 probes going down across the map. SKillous' economy is crippled. He can barely reinforce. He can barely reinforce with the army. Prison moves in. Nice control. Nice juggling. He might just have too much. Yeah, he just might just have too much here. Gateway's just now being powered. Sentries on the way for the force field. Void Ray coming in from behind. Takes down the first gateway. 1 gateway left. And the force field is not going to be enough. Yeah, the slow warp in. The slow warp in. Don't like this. Sentry has arrived, but SKillous, yeah, he's done it. SKillous, he has control of the natural. He has control of the ramp. Of the main even. Takes down the pylon. 0 gateways, 0 production for Creator. The Oracle is killing everything across the map, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The main army's not being stopped. The boys are being pulled. With the help of this prism, not a single unit should go down. Nice juggling, nice control. Saves the stalkers. Ooh, does pull them back. Void Ray comes in from behind. Plenty of anti-air, plenty of stalkers. And the Void Ray falls. And with that, we're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game number 3. Saves the Immortal. Takes down the final units. Again, he went down to 5 probes. But GG gets called. And SKillous, he will tie the series up. We're going to the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, we saw that Creator, unfortunately, he didn't realize how much danger he was in. What I'm referring to, when it comes to Creator's build, he went for the proxy Stargate, but remember, he was expanding. Creator, originally, he was getting a natural base, he was getting a Nexus, he was not getting a Robo. If he was aware of how much damage, or if he was aware of the build, they would have seen, instead of a Nexus, a faster Robo in the main base to actually get his army up and running, to get a Immortal, of course, to help defend. Likewise, a Sentry would have been crucial to help defend as well, to force field the ramp. We saw the Sentry was warped in after the main base was compromised, after SKillous had already busted into the main, so the Sentry was too late. Sentry was just too little too late at that point to really be a factor in that defense. GG. GG, well played. Whether it would have been with a faster Robo, whether it would have been with a faster Sentry, regardless, SKillous does break through, and now we're getting into the ace match. This could go either way. This could go either way here. Let's go. Let us go. As we are getting into game number 3. Go. Okay, we're good. I almost got thrown into the ring, Pat. Yeah. Oh, no. But here we go. We're getting into the ace match here. Going to be loading into Persephone. Persephone for game 3. Let's go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the blue Protoss player. We have the Team Liquid Protoss tying the series up 1-1, forcing the ace match. It is SKillous. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player. We have the South Green Protoss representing Alcadzia Esports. It is a Creator. Here we go. We get an intense back and forth. We've made it all the way to the ace match. This can still go either way, and we'll see if our players are any more cheekier here. Again, we had some crazy proxies in the last game, and SKillous did come out on top with the proxy Robo 1 base all-in. Again, it took a while for Creator to realize how much danger he was in, to realize the all-in was upon him. Here we go. So players are setting up. Hello. As Creator, okay, gonna be hiding his second pylon. I believe this is a fake proxy pylon here, just here on the right-hand side, not even on SKillous' side of the map. This is designed to try to fake out his opponent, designed to try to mind game SKillous. So 2-gate opener out of Creator, 2-gate opener out of SKillous. Waiting for said pylon. Bam, there it is. Pylon has been thrown down. Meanwhile, second pylon in the main base for SKillous. Now, what I find most interesting here is that SKillous doesn't even probe scout. So, Creator, he's trying to go for some mind games, trying to hide his pylon, making it look like he's cheesing, making it look like he's going for the proxy, but SKillous doesn't even scout. Like, he doesn't even care. Likewise, Creator going in for a delayed scout. We can see the second pylons in the main base for SKillous going for a Stargate before expanding. And again, welcome to Persephone. Persephone has a short rush distance by air, so the Oracle can get across the map quite quick. Probe Scout is denied, and the Oracle is on the way. Meanwhile, Creator going for standard opener, Sentry, Stalker into expand. With the Sentry Hallucination Scout, he should be able to get eyes on the opener, and yeah, he goes in. He gets in. He gets in with the probe. There we go. He does click. He does confirm the Stargate is where the Oracle's coming. On scouting, we should be seeing a shield battery and stalkers get in position. Creator, he may decide to skip the shield battery and just defend with pure Stalker. We shall see. And remember, SKillous, he knows he got scattered, so he knows that there's no surprise factor here. He knows that Creator should be ready. Oh. Creator, he's rallying across the map, moving out with the probe. Moving out for a proxy. Okay. I mean, this is a way to approach a Stargate opener. Now, because of the Stargate, this does mean that the ground army from SKillous is going to be weaker. Yeah, force field is thrown down. Creator does take the fight. SKillous, he is in trouble. He needs a shield battery. As he's racing back. Oh, he gets caught out. Oracle does get some hull damage and does not get the Stalker. Whew. Stalker survives. Oracle does get away, but again, SKillous, he is in trouble here. Yeah, shield battery on the high ground. Has to be careful about his movements. He cannot get baited out. Yeah, here comes that proxy pylon. Warpins are on the way. Creator, he's doubling down. He's not stopping. Just hyper aggression out of Creator, trying to punish that Stargate. And again, the Oracle's not helping. The Oracle's not helping here. Nice force field. And zones away the army. Gets one Stalker, gets two, and this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, becoming too much damage. Void Ray comes in to defend. And there's no saving the space. That's going to be a cancel. That's going to be a brutal start here for SKillous, and that might even just be game. There's a cancellation. He's stuck on one base. Creator is expanding. He already has the natural, and SKillous, just a really rough start. He's being forced into one base all in. But he can't move down the ramp. The problem is, if he tries to, he's going to be force fielded. His army's just going to be cut in half. He cannot move down. He's stuck in the main. The Oracle does hit the natural, but there's nothing here. Unfortunately. Nothing in the mineral line. Everything's in the main. For this situation. Oh, once again, nice force field. Locks down two of those Stalkers. Oh. Another Sentry has arrived. Another force field. And does take down the Void Ray. Signs the Void Ray, pulls away, does Rico back home. And now he can saturate. Now he has enough Stalkers to defend, now he can saturate his bases. And Creator takes the lead. And again, SKillous, he's all in. He's completely all in at this point. It's all or nothing. Now, there is a world where SKillous can actually kill Creator if he's able to bait the army to chase him into the stasis, right? If this stasis goes off and catches half the army, then SKillous, he can pop up. I think he noticed. Yeah, he noticed. He's gonna bait it out with the hallucination. Yeah, GG gets called. Too great of a position here, and Creator, he will hold, he will defend, he will snowball out of control and claim the series at 2-1. GG. GG. Creator, upon scouting the Stargate opener, he responded with just mass aggression, just rallying everything across the map, getting a proxy pylon across the map as well. And he knew that because of the Stargate, because of the Oracle, the ground army for SKillous would be lacking. He was able to punish that, able to leverage that, and just break the natural, force field the ramp, just ensure that SKillous could not expand. GG. GG, well played. GG, well played with that Creator. He will claim the series, he'll advance on into the grand finals. And the question becomes, who will face off against Creator? We're here to find out. We're here to find out. Exclamation mark, be in the chat to have a look at the back yourselves. Up next, we have our Turner versus Protoss matchup. As a reminder, Bjorn took down Eba 2-1. Geralt took down Christiana 2-0. And we have Bjorn versus Geralt in the upper semis. Let's go.